morning, student. Welcome to GYANJYOTI online classes, class 9, English poem number 6, and topic is No Men Are Foreign. This is very top poem, and especially in this critical time. And we should have the universal brotherhood. I hope this poem may inspire you too much. You can see the title, No Men Are Foreign, means that no man belongs to another country. It's okay? The poet wants to say that all men are same. The men are equal. And he wants to promote the concept of universal brotherhood. In this poem, the poet wants to tell us that everyone in this world is same. All people, all men are same. They eat, live, die the same way. Everyone gets the bounties of nature like sunrise, land, etc. in equal measure. We can also say that it is a peace poem. Now you can see present scenery. I can bring the example India and China. Is the very border tension and quarrel going on. There is no peace. Why? Man cause, according to this poem, we see hatred and dislike other person. That is the main reason that the quarrel and war. And if you have some good feelings of others comes, दूसरों के लिए हम अच्छा सोचना शुरू कर देंगे और दूसरों की बुराई नहीं करके दूसरे की अच्छा ही सोचेंगे. I hope that this type of war, this type of discrimination, fighting and quarreling will go away. I hope so that this poem may give you more influence, give more motivation or more inspiration that you will build yourself in the time of difficulties. Student, let's start this first number stanza. Remember, let's see in this poem from British poet James Keeping, very patriotic poet. He about James Keeping, very thought about that. We have to remember him as he thought very best of the world, and we should always keep it in our mind. As Socrates tells, I am a citizen not Athens or Greece but of the world. Very nice line of Socrates we can say. So if Socrates, पूरे विश्व मेरा परिवार है, पूरे विश्व का मैं भाई बहन हूँ, अगर हम हर कोई सोचेंगे तो आज देश में जो लड़ाई हो रहा है और अभी जैसे चाइना और भारत का बहुत टेंशन चल रहा है, you have known that all the China's apps are only banned because they have the ill treatment, they have killed our soldiers. That's why we are also reacting. So in this critical time, so if China and India along this point, I challenge the war between the different countries will stop. But it is not. We always think about our own selfish character, and that's why today's world needs war. Let's start this poem. The poet in the first number line and the last number line repeats same line. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. What a line. The poet says remember, and here many times, around I think the 5 times, the poet has told remember. First number stanza, you can see then third number stanza, 4 number stanza and 5 number stanza. So you can calculate 4 or 5 times. The poet has told to remember. So I mean to say, why the poet has mentioned this word again and again, that we sometimes forget. We have sometimes the enmity. We think that it's not like us. We have the negative feelings. That's why the poet said, remember at the very beginning. Yeah? No men are strange. Strange means unknown. देखना कोई आपके गांव में शहर में कोई दूसरे शहर से आते हैं तो हम उसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा फीलिंग्स लाते हैं। इवन इन योर क्लासरूम नए स्टूडेंट कम्स देन यू हैव द फीलिंग्स दैट वो हमारे जैसा नहीं लग रहा है, उसके साथ छेड़खानी करते हैं, हंसी मजाक करते हैं, इसका मजाक लेते हैं, छोटा बड़ा फीलिंग्स लाते हैं। इट्स नॉट गुड। सो द पॉइंट से इन द वेरी लाइन द नो मैन आर स्ट्रेंज नो कंट्रीज फॉरेन। जैसे कि फ्रॉम इंडिया इफ आई गो टू चाइना और द नॉट चाइना और पाकिस्तान और एनी कंट्री वी नीड वीजा, वी नीड परमिशन, वी एवरीथिंग, अदरवाइज नॉट पॉसिबल। व्हाई द बॉर्डर बार? Yeah, the poet says good patriotic and not patriotic but the universal brotherhood. So top poem. If every nation, everyone, every country follow this poem, I don't think that there will be the war and quarrel and people will be in problem. As we see the today's recent India and China's disturbances. Let's see. Beneath, next line, all uniforms. Beneath means under. Yeah. All uniforms. Uniform is the here mentioned the soldier's dress. Means different country has the different types of dress code of any job. It's okay. So in this line I can say that different person has different types of dress. It's okay. So as they have the different types of dress, so we don't think that we have any differences. In the first line the poet says that no man are strange and no country is foreign. So he is attempting to remove the borders from the earth which has been erected by different countries. Now the problem of border, what? We cannot go anywhere else. Why? Let's see, from the earth which have been erected to separate different countries, then only two country will be foreign. We will feel every country as our own land when there will be no more borders. और अपना सोचेंगे तो नहीं हो सकता है. Everyone will be free to move around. The poet wants to say that the entire earth is one and all the people who live on this earth belong to the human race. Yeah, a single body breathes. Here say single body breathes means every as we breathe, the American also breathe like. As we have the breathing, the Pakistani also breathing. As we are, they are also like that. Then the question mark, why it is the differences? Yeah? Why the difference? Like ours, they also breathe, we also breathe. No changes. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this. Yeah? As we walk, they also walk like that. Yes? So we can say that we should not have these feelings. As we sometimes think that in this about the uniform, beneath all uniforms means I can say then he says that inside the uniforms worn by soldiers of different countries, the human being is the same. Yeah, though the uniform is different, Indian uniform and foreign uniform is different, but breathing is same. Yeah, and we are living all together. And here, every one of us are brother and sister. So, what is the difference? So, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. Yeah, same nature. We live and we die. Yes. As we die, foreign also die. As we live, they also live. So, what does this mean? Then he said that all the soldiers are our brothers, we all walk on the same mother earth, and we all death and shall lie in the grave in the same earth. Means everyone live and everyone die. So no differences. The question mark arises why the border of the India and Pakistan and border of India and China. So if we think that no men are foreign, if we think, but today's world don't think like that. Let's see. Second number stanza you see, they too, ever of sun and air and water, as we had, we breathe, we need sunrise. In the same way, other countries also need sunrise. As we breathe air, they also breathe air. As we drink water, they also drink water. Yes, similarity, no changes. Very nice. And let's see, and here as we are, they means other countries also, yeah, are fed by peaceful harvest, yeah. As we are cultivating, they are also cultivating. We eat bread and we eat rice and curry and etc. etc. They also eat, no changes, yeah. By wars, long winter start. Do you know winter is the time there is scarcity of food. Winter is the time scarcity of food. Here, war is the time. Then we have the loss. We don't get food. There is a war means cry. At the same time, at the time of war, we have no food to eat. In the same time, in the same meaning, the winter is the time. Also, we have no food to eat. As we have the shortage, they have also shortage. Yes, present example I can say the virus corona has come. यह एंटर है ऑल द कंट्रीज. कोरोना नहीं बोल रहा है कि इंडिया के लोग अच्छे हैं तो मैं इसके ऊपर कोरोना नहीं जाऊंगा. वो कोई फीलिंग्स नहीं है उसका, किसी पर भी जा रहा है. आई मीन टू से कि आई मीन हियर दैट नो डिफरेंसेस. देयर हैंड्स आर आवर्स मीन्स एज वी आर डूइंग two hands we can walk, dig the hole and we can do any work, they also do, yeah. And in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. That means what we do they also do, that even their hands are same as ours and they work very hard just like we do. हम जैसे काम करते हैं उन लोग भी करते हैं. It's giving all these examples to convey to the reader that there is no differences in us and the people belonging to another country. In the second stanza, as we do, they also do. As we have sunlight, they have also sunlight. As we breathe, they also breathe. As we drink water, they also drink water. Then as we have the time of cutting down of the tree, the plant, they also cut down the plant. As we have the shortage and the time of winter, no good harvest, they also suffer a lot. Yeah, as we work, they also work. So point to similarize that everyone is equal, and why the war of this country, that country, and feelings arises. Very universal poem. Poet का इतना सोच इतना अच्छा है, काश हर कोई अगर समझ में आए. आज दुनिया में जो लड़ाई हो रहा है और एक दूसरे के साथ झगड़ रहे हैं, शायद इस कविता को अगर हर कोई अगर दिल से पढ़ते तो ये सब नहीं होता. Yes, third line. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep. हमारा भी जो आँख है उनका भी है. As we sleep, they also sleep. We awake, they also awake. But this is day-to-day life. Yes. So we can say that it's very simple. That everything similarity we can find. That our appearance and their appearance is total same, no differences. And strength that can be owned, and that strength can be owned by love. How? In third strand, he mentioned love. Try to understand this line, very top line. कि the poet इस वर्ड को यूज किए. सपोज झगड़ा का शुरुआत नफरत होता है और नफरत होने से कुछ गाली गुलाज या कुछ भी एक्शन लेते हैं, उसके साथ आगे समस्या बढ़ते जाता है. फॉर एग्जांपल टुडेज रिसेंट चाइना और इंडिया के लेके छोटा मोटा शायद कुछ जगह बॉर्डर में सोल्जरों का कुछ किसी के अंदर ऐसा कुछ हुआ, किसी को मारे, उसके द्वारा पूरा चाइना इंडिया में टोटल बिटर फीलिंग एंड चाइना इंडिया टोटल all the transaction and all the business and all everything is total vain. So why this thing that the one country had dislike another country, they have no law. Firstly, this love is a very powerful force, and this thing they don't have. Yes, and here the poet mean to say that and strength that can be owned by love. In every land is common life. Do you know common life means just like birth and death, that is common. Happy and sorrow is common. Youth and old age common. Yeah, three, marriage and to meet, to talk, share. This the common thing happens everywhere. Yeah, that we have the common life everywhere. Life is means all things that are living. So life में सब कुछ है हमारे पास. Everything we have. That all can recognize and understand. That all can recognize. Do you know, recognize means to identify. And even if we recognize them, and if we can understand their feelings and realize that they are like us, we have to recognize. As you are, they are also same. Yeah? We have to understand. We have to understand power. हम भी इंसान हैं, वो भी इंसान हैं. हम जैसे हैं, उन लोग भी ऐसे हैं. ये जो सद्भावना है, good thinking, positive thinking, if we have, I don't think that this type of the hatred and the war will go away. And if you think that no men are foreign, yes, sometimes in the classroom, there are the feelings of black and white color, sometimes the feeling of religion, sometimes the feeling of the caste, sometimes the feeling of the different states. Oh, you are from that state, these are from this state. Why? These things is the cause of illiterate means very ill feelings, very bitter feelings. That is not good, and that in the school or college and that happens, then definitely this will happen in the foreign land also. So I can guess that what is the main point, that they have no law, opposite law is hatred, and hatred means ill feelings. We think negative of a person, that is the region. So very nice point that what I mean to say here, that by law in every land is common life, that all can recognize and understand. Did you understand the line I discussed here, that there be the fight and wars between us? So I don't think that if you have this type of quality, then you cannot fight with each other. So next line we shall discuss here, student. Let us remember. So writer once again say, let us remember. Third time he says, yes, let us means all of us. As I am a teacher, I say all the students. As the poet say, oh, let us mean all the universe, all the people of the world. Everyone he sees. What he remembers? Whenever we are told. Sometimes the negative teaching also. Whenever we are told means some people, they give wrong teaching, wrong messages. Nafrat karna. Yeah. What to hate? Their country, their culture, their dress, their color, their lifestyle, their everything. Yeah. To hate our brothers. Yeah. So it is the very evil things. What I mean to say, one side, another side is a law, and fourth most stanza is a hatred. Hatred is the cause of all means negative things. And third number stanza we saw that law can own everything. Stand that can own by law. हम कुछ जीत सकते हैं प्यार से, और नफरत की दीवार से हम नुकसान ही नुकसान है. You understand? It is ourselves. Yeah? It is ourselves what? It is ourselves that we shall dispossess. Dispossess means deprive or put out of possession. We think someone to be our enemy, that we deprive ourselves. We cheat ourselves. हम ठग रहे हैं. What we are cheating? And we condemn ourselves. We cheat. It is ourselves. हम नफरत कर रहे हैं तो हम ही ठग रहे हैं. Because of hatred, suppose wars. Now to present scenario, China and India's war. The present scenario, I have to bring example. Why hatred only? The Chinese maybe think that we are superior, and they think that India are not smarter like us. That may be their negative points. And because of that, India for the defense they have to fight. But if they think that India also very good, then war and the quarrel of this type of dispute would not be arose. Yes, so my dear student, so you have to remove this type of hatred feelings. Okay? Betray. Another word is used, betray. Dhoka. यस, किसी को धोखा देना, चीटिंग, यस, दिस टाइप ऑफ नेगेटिव फीलिंग्स। कंडम मतलब किसी को मतलब बर्बाद करना, या द डिस्ट्रॉय द थिंग्स, मतलब नफरत और धोखा और कंडम, दीज आर द कॉज ऑफ द negative feelings, and because of that we have no feelings of the universal brotherhood. And if we have the love, then only we can say that all women are forever. We may see every one of you equal in our sight. Why? The top line. So here the poet means to say that, so you have to remember we who take arms against each other. Yes, here sometime during a war both the parties must bear the loss. Imagine, जब लड़ाई होता है मिलता क्या है? कुछ नहीं मिलता है। मैं इधर वाले उधर मारेंगे, उधर वाले इधर मारेंगे। यस, बॉम्बार्डिंग, लॉसेस ओनली, लॉसेस ऑफ लाइफ, लॉसेस ऑफ बिल्डिंग, लॉसेस ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी, लॉस ऑफ एनीथिंग। कुछ मिलता क्या है? नथिंग एल्स, बर्बादी ही है। ड्यूरिंग ए वॉर both the party must bear the loss. You can imagine the first world war and second world war, the example for the world. In the second world war, many life losses of life, many property. At the time, entire world, even the European country, they were bankrupt. They had no strength. They were poor in condition. Because why? War brings sorrows and cry. It's okay. During war, both the party must bear the loss, and that is why the poet says that war is not in our favor. लड़ाई से कुछ अच्छा नहीं मिला है। या किसी के परिवार में कोई खो गया तो क्या परिवार में गुजरता होगा? All the happiness will, all the smiling face will go away. That family will be in sorrow. Yeah, he says that whenever we pick any weapon against someone, we should remember one thing. Yes, so who take arms against each other, remember, against each other, किसी के विरोध में उठाना हाथ। आर्म्स अगेंस्ट ईच अदर मतलब किसी को हाथ उठाना या किसी को मारना। तो द पॉइंट मीन टू से दैट व्हाट यू रिमेंबर, लॉसेस, क्राई, सफरिंग एंड पेन एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स, वी हैव टू फेस इट ऑल। यस माय डियर स्टूडेंट, इट्स वेरी पेनफुल साइट एंड आई होप दैट दिस टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स शुड नॉट हैव। एंड आई होप इन द लास्ट पार्ट ऑफ दिस पोएम, लेट्स कम टू द कंक्लूजन पार्ट ऑफ दिस पोएम हियर। It is the human earth that we defile. Yeah? Defile means makes dirty, pollute and जो गंदगी बोलते हैं, मतलब इंसान सबसे इतना घटिया है जो कि जानवर तो से 10 गुना खराब है। जानवर तो खाने के लिए अटैक करते हैं, लेकिन इंसान मतलब किसी को नहीं कुछ करने से भी अटैक करते हैं। मतलब इंसान ही आज परिवेश earth is not in good condition, not by animals but by human beings. So you can see the naturally or ecosystem or even the feelings or the quarrel, these are the things makes us impure. आज देश में पूरा मतलब दुश्मनी हो रहा है because we are not in good condition. Yeah, we are in something wrong. It is the human earth that we defile. ये धरती इंसान का बनाना धरती को हम ही खराब कर रहे हैं। क्या ही सोच, इस लाइन को हमको समझना पड़ेगा। टू अंडरस्टैंड एवरी वन ऑफ अस, और जो नहीं समझते हैं शायद वैसे लोग ही शायद इस समस्या लाते हैं। दे ब्रिंग लॉट्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम एंड वी सफर अ लॉट। या आवर हेल्स ऑफ फायर एंड डस्ट आउटरेक द सेंस ऑफ एयर दैट एवरीवेयर वी वॉन्ट। लेट्स सी आवर हेल्स ऑफ फायर। यू नो फायर, आग जलना, नफरत का आग, नर्क का आग। Yes, fire. What for? Maybe suppose we kill, bombarding, war. This shows fire. People blood shedding, किसी का खून बहना, कोई को मारना, और क्या है पूरा ही चारों तरफ गंदगी है। We can say that many times the earth has faced the lots of wars, and that defiles, makes the earth impure. Yes, that the hails of fire. और कोई नर्क देखना चाहता है तो वार को देखिए. When that war means the suppose फैमिली के किस दो चार मतलब गुजर गए तो इमेजिन कि वो घर में पूरा शौक नहीं नर्क जैसा बन जाएगा. या hails of fire and dust. Do you know dust which fills the air? Yes, the fire of war which erupts, the smoke which comes out, the dust which fills the air. या जब बॉम्ब या लड़ाई का आग निकलता है और उसका जो धुआं निकलता है, लेट्स सी, और उससे जो क्या होता है, स्मोक्स आता है, धूल आता है, विच फिल्स द एयर, परिवेश को भी खराब करता है. यस, और क्या करता है, आउटरेक द इनोसेंस ऑफ एयर. जो कुछ नहीं किए उन लोग को भी रोना है. यस, लड़ाई कुछ के बीच में हुआ, जो कुछ नहीं किए निरीह थे. यू कैन इमेजिन द सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर, हिरोशिमा नागासाकी, अमेरिका created this hails of fire, two bombs, one is little man and the fat man and little boy, okay, they threw this nuclear atom bomb in the Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, two cities. What happened? The innocent children, they don't know about the war, they don't know, they simply they were maybe eating or maybe going to school or maybe studying. Immediately within 5 minutes bomb blasted and everybody is finished. गलती उनका था क्या? My question. Yeah, that is the hatred, that is the revenge, or that is the attack, that is the pollution of this earth. Yes, so our hails of fire and dust outrage मतलब और ही क्या करता है, अंदर से आग जलाता है. The innocence of fire that everywhere our own. So I can say this type of war and this type of things doesn't bring any good things. So we should not be indulged in war. Yeah, we should not be involved in this type of activities. The point meant to say. So finally he says, remember. Same line he repeats once again. First line and second line, remember, no men are foreign. Follow this line, then no war and no cry, no sorrow, and earth will be a peaceful place. Then no country strange, then everyone will be at peace. So this is the universal brotherhood lesson, and I hope you put in very beautifully, very finely describe this poem. And I hope that if you follow, if in this time of critical time as the earth we are going through, that if they learn and meditate or in these things and remove this hatred from their hearts and show love between each other and think that we no discrimination feelings of any kind, either in society or the town or the city or the foreign, everywhere, especially this the other country. Then the poet's vision of peace and vision of the vision of this heaven will bring them to this earth. And I hope that this poem may inspire you to regenerate or make a prosperous and blessed and very joyful earth, and it will be too much blessed one. So students, at the conclusion of this chapter I can say that read this poem, learn this poem, and not only for words but for in the entire life, make it by heartily read this poem. And we recur these poems in our life, that we all should think that we are all not foreign, we are all brother. We should have the brotherhood and respect with each other. We have to remove all these things, negative characters. And instead of you have to show the seed of love, and then we should feeling in the first number, second number stanza, that as you have eye, they have eye. As we talk, they talk. As you listen, they listen. As you harvest, they harvest. As we sleep, they sleep. As you die, they die. As you do a day-to-day work, they also do. So no differences. Our maybe color, maybe something, but God has given breath and science, life and etc. We have to feeling like that. I thank this poet James Kirker had this type of feelings, that every reader and every person should feel like that. Then only I hope that this earth will be like heaven. So I hope you, in this poem, you learn again, read this poem again, and you will understand very well. See you once again in the next period. So study well and have a good day and goodbye.